Hi dear students, I am Neha Raju K, Assistant Professor, BCA Cloud Technology and Information Security Management, St. Teresa's College. So our today's topic is botnets. So these are the contents of our topic, which include working of botnet, countermeasures for botnet attacks, and recent botnet attacks. So let's begin with botnet. So botnet is a collection of internet connected devices infected by malware that allows hackers to control them. So cybercriminals use botnets to launch botnet attacks, which include malicious activities such as credential leaks, unauthorized access, data theft, and DDoS attack. So DDoS, which means distributed denial of service attack, it is the incoming traffic flooding the victim originates from many different sources. So this effectively makes it impossible to stop the attack by blocking a single source because the attackers launch the attacks through different geographical area. So this can be achieved by using botnets. So here the computers are controlled remotely by an operator. So the operator use command and control server, that is CNC server, to perform automated tasks such as stealing information or launching attacks on other computers. So next is working of botnet. So to better understand how botnets function, consider that the name itself is a blending of the words robot and network. So in a broad sense, that's exactly what botnets are, a network of robots used to commit cybercrime. So the cyber criminals controlling them are called botmasters. So the group of other computers are called zombie computers that have been compromised by drive-by downloads. Uh, Drive-by downloads of software. So drive-by downloads can be occur while clicking on a website or using non-updated browsers with vulnerabilities. So to build a botnet, botmasters need as many infected online devices or bots under their commands as possible. So the more botnets connected, the bigger the botnet. The bigger the botnet, the bigger the impact. So size matters. For example, so you just imagine you are enlisted 10 of your friends to call the Department of Motor Vehicles at the same time on the same day. So aside from the defensing sounds or ringing phones and rush of employees, not much else would happen. So now you imagine you wrangled 100 of your friends to do the same thing. The simultaneous influx of such a large number of signals, pings, and requests would overload the phone system, likely shutting it down completely. So cyber criminals use botnets to create a similar disruption on the internet. They command their infected bot army to overload a website to the point that it stopped functioning or access denied. So botnets are not typically created to compromise just one computer. They are designed to infect millions of devices. So the botmasters often deploy botnets onto computers through Trojan horse virus. The strategy typically requires a user to infect their own systems by opening email attachments, clicking on malicious pop-up ads, or downloading dangerous software from a website. So this is the pictorial representation of the working of botnet. So botmaster use command and control server to control the bots. So next is countermeasures for botnet attacks. So first one is block ports which are not utilized. So port, which means it is a connection point or interface between a computer and an external or internal device. So users can scan their computer by using port scanning softwares to find out which ports are open and their service running on those ports. So users should block those ports because most of the time such open ports are used by hackers for file transfer applications and internet relay chats, which are the main applications to get the bot computers to communicate with the bot master. And next is isolation of infected computers, and then we have to isolate that particular computer from the network. Do not download things you don't trust. And the next is don't click online ads, don't fall for phishing emails, keep a powerful antivirus, and the important thing is educate users of our organization about these kind of attacks. So next is various botnet attacks. So first one is Storm botnet or Stormworm botnet, which is also known as Dwarf botnet and eCard malware. It's a remotely controlled network of zombie computers or botnet that have been linked by Stormworm at Trojan horse spread through email spam. At its height in September 2007, the Storm botnet was running on anywhere from 1 million to 15 million computer systems and accounted for 8% of all malware on Microsoft Windows computers. It was first identified around January 2007, having been distributed by email with subjects such as 230 dead as Storm batters Europe. Giving it its well-known name, the botnet began to decline in late 2007 and by mid-2008 had been reduced to infecting about 85,000 computers, far less than it had infected a year earlier. And it was nullified in 2012 almost completely. So next is Gram botnet. Gram is a massive pharmaceutical spammer bot that was identified in 2008. It appeared to be more complex and larger beyond the imagination of the experts. During Gram's demise in July 2012, it was able to send 18 billion emails spam per day. Law enforcement discovered 1 lakh means above 1 lakh internet addresses that were sending spam for Gram. Several individuals who were likely responsible for spreading Gram are recognized today as the world's most active spam botnet. So next is Mirai. Mirai botnet infects digital smart devices that run on ARC processors and turns them into a botnet, which is often used to launch DDoS attack. If the default name and password of the device is not changed, then Mirai can log into the device and infect it. In 2016, the authors of Mirai software launched a DDoS attack on a website that belonged to the security service providing company. Then next is 3V. 3V botnet gave rise to three different yet interconnected sub-operations. So Google, Whiteops and other tech companies together coordinated to shut down 3V's operation. It infected around 1.7 million computers and a large number of servers that could generate fake traffic with bots. So thank you dear students.